Hi, this is Amish Agarwal. I'm an advocate practicing in Delhi, and I thought I'll make a short video about whether you can go to jail if you flirt with a co-worker. Now, I got a query from a person with a slightly different kind of a case because he was falsely accused by a co-worker of sexual harassment. But his fear was that at the culmination of the posh inquiry that has been initiated against him, he might have to go to jail and the police might nab him one day from the office itself and take him straight away to jail. And of course, to a person like me who has dealt with hundreds of these cases, it seems like a no-brainer, not even something to think about. But I realize that a lot of people out there might not really know much about it and therefore might have this kind of an apprehension. If you flirt with a co-worker or a fellow college classmate or even a person on the street, can you be arrested by the police for sexual harassment? Now, of course, the terminology used in section 354A of the Indian Penal Code is relevant, but the problem with India is that you are, especially when it comes to offences alleged by women or the offences involving women, you are more or less guilty until proven innocent. In this kind of a situation, even if that is the case, at least when it comes to sexual harassment, look up the definition. If the allegation is of sexual harassment punishable under section 354A of the Indian Penal Code, you cannot be arrested by the police, and I'll explain why. Because 354A is a bailable offense, which means that the moment the police come to arrest you, they can only arrest you on paper. They will, on a piece of paper, write a declaration: we arrest him, and because it's a bailable offense, we release him on bail immediately. The worst case scenario is they can ask for a friend or a family member to also come with you and to sign a bond saying that he or she will ensure that when the police call you or when the judge calls you, you will appear before the police or the court, as the case may be. Another thing to consider, to keep in mind though, is that if perhaps your actions, however innocent they might be, if they are construed or brought under the ambit of outraging the modesty of a woman, which is punishable under section 354 of the Indian Penal Code, and there are judgments of the courts now which say that an actual touching is not required. Any action which outrages the modesty, even if there is no direct touching involved, an action which outrages the modesty of a woman, if it is punishable, if it is alleged, it is a non-bailable offense, you can be arrested. But that does not mean that you will not get bail at all. It just means that the police do not have the authority nor the right to give you bail at that moment. You will be produced before a magistrate who will see whether you should be granted bail or not. And ultimately, of course, you will see practically in India, you will have to file a bail application if you are arrested. Another way around it, of course, is also seeking anticipatory bail from court, which means that in case the police come to arrest you, the procedure will be very similar to that of an offense involving a bailable offense. So if it's section 354, the allegation is there, FIR is perhaps registered or about to be registered, you can come and seek anticipatory bail from the court, and you will get it, especially if you're innocent. If you have some evidence or any other thing that you can show the court, you can get bail. Well, this was supposed to be a short video, but went on a little too ahead because I always have to add all these caveats. Agar ye hoga to aise hoga, agar aise hoga to waise hoga. But then again, I hope you learned something out of it. If you did, press the thumbs up button and subscribe as well. Thank you.